Well, it has been a tumultuous year in Wisconsin politics.
I think it's an understatement, yes. Well, at the center of it all, Governor Scott Walker sat down for a one-on-one interview with Fox 6's political reporter Mike Lowe, who joins us now with the lowdown.
Good evening. We met with Scott Walker in the governor's mansion. On the same day, the Governor's Journal named him the Governor of the Year, saying he, quote, dominated the political debate on both sides, defining the issues. We asked him to reflect on this year.
Certainly a little surreal. There's no doubt about that. I would have never dreamed the kind of national attention, national focus. I just came in trying to, like a small business owner, I saw a problem, saw a solution, I tried to fix it.
Except this was no small business. Scott Walker was running a $52 billion a year enterprise as the chief executive of the state of Wisconsin. It has been a roller coaster. Historic legislation, a massive month-long protest at the Capitol, and recall after recall after recall. As you look back on the last year, what do you see as your high point?
Well, you know, certainly when I think about my two sons, Matt and Alex, the fact that I can look and say, I tackled this budget crisis in a way that will pass on to them and to their generation, something that's at least as great, if not greater, than the state I inherited, I think is a positive. At one point I had somebody follow my 16-year-old and my mother, who's in her 70s, in a grocery store and yell at them. I've had my kids have to deal with attacks, verbal attack or written attacks on Facebook. I've had insults, you know, unrelated to political agendas made about my wife and my kids.
If we were to kind of look at a low point for the administration, especially in that first couple of weeks, it would have been that phony phone call that was made to you. When did you know that wasn't one of the Koch brothers?
The next day when it was on the news.
It ended up being an embarrassment to you, though. When
it was an embarrassment just in the sense, in particular, the fact that, you know, someone was not who they claimed to be. So, you know, the sense of getting punked or duped in that regard is embarrassing. But the things I said were all things that I said at press conferences every night.
Democrats keep bringing up the phrase that you used in that conversation, dropping the bomb on the state. What did you mean by that?
You know, that was months and months ago. I mean, for us, we wanted to put out a major change.
Democrats point to that moment and say it shows the governor lied.
That's why there's a recall was started, but people have only gotten more angry since then because of the cuts he's made in vital education and health care programs. But if I had a dime for every person who said to me, had I known he would do what he has done, I would not have voted for him. And that's fundamentally why a recall is important, because had he told people what he was going to do, he would not have been elected.
And the governor says it's too early to tell if he'll reach his campaign goal of helping to create 250,000 jobs in his first term. Before that could happen, he'll have to campaign to keep his job in a likely recall election. Jeremy and Tammy, back to you.
Thanks, Mike. It really is, looking back at what a year it has been in Wisconsin politics.
And next year I have a feeling we're going to see the same sorts of conflicts going forward.
Yeah, not over yet, for sure. Well, some un-Christmas